Happy fucking New Year. It's episode 50. I didn't think we'd ever get to this point.
Too bad we didn't do 50 in the 2019.
I know, man. It's crazy. We probably only did I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe 15 last year? 20?
That's so bad.
Something like that? I don't know. I haven't talked to you since before Christmas, though. How was Christmas?
Oh, no, we talked about Christmas. Remember you told your Christmas story?
No, we talked about Christmas, but it came out before Christmas. I'm saying, how was your Christmas? Did anybody get salmonella? Did anybody get food poisoning? Did somebody run around and shit everywhere? I'm looking for the real answers.
No, it actually went really well and really smooth this year. It was fine. It went well. I'm just glad it's over.
Oh God, you're not the only one.
How was yours?
It was all right. I really didn't do much. I was actually traveling on Christmas Day. The highlight of my Christmas was I bought gifts for my best friend's 2 kids, and I went over there Christmas Eve to let them open their gifts. I got them 2 gifts, 2 gifts, and this is something I've done for years. After they're done opening their gifts, I give them all a small box, and they're like, "More gifts?" I was like, "Yeah, totally." So they open up these boxes. I made the kids go first. There was one for each kid, and then I had one for my best friend, who was like, "You got me a gift? Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah, totally." So the kids open up their box, and it's a rock. And on the bottom of the rock is a message with a piece of tape over it. One said, "Do your homework," and I don't remember what the fuck the other one said. And they're like,
"Did you make these? Or you buy them?"
No, I grabbed the rocks from outside. I wrote the little note and I taped it on the back of the rock. If there's a market for that, I will happily sell them.
I can't believe you made that. What made you do that?
I'll get to that in a second. So these little shitheads are like, "Are you serious? Really?" I was like, "All right, rip the message off." And I'd put $20 for each of them under the kids' messages. So my best friend was like, "Can I open mine now?" I was like, "Yeah, go for it." So she's opening hers. And she's like, she pulls it out and she turns it over, and the note literally said, "Yeah, right, fuck off." And she was like, "Is there money behind mine?" I was like, "No, motherfucker. That's the fuck off part." I started doing that shit years ago. I'd done it to my now no longer best friend. And, we're not the type to buy gifts for each other, but I was closer with this dude than probably I've ever been with any guy friend or girlfriend over the years. And we're driving down the highway or something. I'm driving and I bring this box out from the back seat on his birthday. And I was like, "Hey man, here you go. Happy birthday, man." And he was so touched. So fucking touched. He was like, "I can't believe you would do this for me. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool, man. How long we been friends, Open it up." It was just a log. That was it. I didn't even put a note in. It was just a fucking log.
What makes you want to do that, though?
Because I knew... For me, it's seeing people think that I actually give a fuck about them and I'm doing something for them is one part of it, because that makes me laugh. But they laugh. They know me. They know I'm an asshole. They know who the fuck I am as a person. So, they laugh when shit happens. And he busted out laughing. I would much rather... I hate getting gifts. I really do. Because I don't think people... most people just don't put thought into gifts. So don't give me anything. I don't... If I want something, I'll go buy it. But
I think as you get older, gifts are like harder to receive.
I've never liked getting gifts. Never.
I feel like as a kid, at least for me, I was really like appreciative of like anything, like whatever. It was cool.
No,
but then like as I get older now, I'm just like, I don't ever like want anything because I just buy it for myself. Or anything that I want that I can't buy would be like a vacation or like a new house or like a car. And I doubt you're going to buy me that. So like, no, I don't want anything.
I mean, I would take those types of gifts as well. For sure. You want to buy me a house? Like, cool.
I mean, they ask you what you want. That's truly what I want. Anything else that I want, I can get for myself. So whatevs.
For real. No, I feel the same way. And you know, when you get a gift from somebody that you know didn't put any real thought into it, and then you got to act like you like the fucking shit, it's like, really?
And then you're like stuck with it, and you have to either throw it away or like donate.
I don't even care about that.
Depending on what it is.
I don't care.
Well, it's just more shit to do, and then they wasted their money. Like if you would have just not got me anything, we would both be fine right now. I mean, and you would have extra money.
Yeah. And I wouldn't feel awkward right now having to act like I like your fucking gift. Oh, thanks.
Exactly. So just don't do it. I'd rather be considered rude than have to go through that.
I had a bitch one year bought me men's Uggs boots.
I didn't even know they made those.
Oh, neither did I.
I also just don't wear them. I don't know really much about them at all. But
I was like, is this a joke? I wasn't even trying to hide. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Men's Uggs? I don't fucking think so. You can take those back and you can give me some Prada shoes or something, but I'm not wearing fucking Uggs, fucking men's Uggs boots. Get the fuck out of here.
Do they look like the girls' Uggs? Like, are they the same?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I know they were ugly. I was like, is this bitch out of her fucking mind? And she did. She returned them. She got me some nice Prada loafers. I was very happy about that. But Uggs, like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
I'm not a fucking woman. Let's see. Well, how was your New Year's?
It was really boring. I just stayed home and went to sleep.
Jesus Christ.
I just hate everyone. Like, everyone is just horrible.
I could see that.
I just don't want to waste time with anybody that I don't like, and I don't like anybody.
I mean, where would people even go out for New Year's in your town?
Well, there's nothing in my town, but there's stuff around, like on the other towns, like nearby.
On the other towns?
Yeah, this is like a in-between town. People like stop off. Like, it's not really much.
My New Year's was kind of cool. I was in Orlando, which I'd never been to downtown Orlando. I was with somebody and her friend or her friend's fiance or some shit is like a liquor. He does something in the liquor industry. And he had a table at some nightclub and he had like a $14,000 tab that he was allowed to run up because of what he does for business. And so that was cool. Anybody that saw this, like my snaps or whatever, the Instagram stories probably saw pictures of it. It was pretty cool. They had tons of bottles of Dom Perignon, which I don't drink champagne, so that did nothing for me. But it looked cool in the picture, though. So I guess that's all that matters. Before we go in,
that is all that matters.
Yeah, they were glowing in the dark and shit. Got about $7,000 worth of bottles just right there in the picture. just champagne, not even including the other crap that they had. But it was fun. I want to say though before I move on, because this is the biggest question I've gotten in the last 4 or 5 days.
Me too.
Where has my Snapchat gone? Man, fuck if I know. Really?
I didn't know you could hear that.
Oh, sorry. Loud and clear.
Okay, continue. I get the same question.
People ask me where my Snapchat is. I have no fucking idea. There will be another one. I'm waiting a second before I start the other one. if you go to my website, yourfuckboy.com, I know that's probably hard to remember, but go to the page, scroll to the bottom, sign up for the email. I won't harass you with emails like buy my shit or anything like that. I don't really do that. But it is a good tool for when things like this happen. I can send out a blast of emails to people, letting them know what the new Snapchat will be or is at that point. Shouldn't be more than another week or so, maybe possibly 2, before I move forward with another account. And we've been dropping so many new products in the last 2-3 weeks. Tons of new products, like leggings for women, sweatpants, duffel bags, fucking fishing shirts, all kinds of shit. There's a lot of dope shit on there. So you can check that out too. But most importantly, just sign up for the email. When I do start the new Snap, I will blast it out to everybody and we will keep this thing moving. All right. Aside from that, let's see. You ever been to a swinger club?
No. Have you?
Recently.
And how did you end up there?
Oh boy. It was one of those nights. So before I went to Orlando, I went to St. Louis for a few days. So I go to St. Louis for a few days. And like the night before I was supposed to leave, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to stay downtown. Because I'm not, when I stay in St. Louis, I don't normally stay in the city. I'm outside of the city. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to stay in the city one night. I really wanted to see what it was all about. Whatever. So naturally, I go out and I hit like a few dive bars. It's kind of dead. And I was like, fuck it, let me just go to the fucking strip club.
Oh my God.
So I go to East St. Louis, which I didn't know that East St. Louis was actually Illinois. I just thought it was the eastern part of St. Louis that people always tell you is like the bad part of town. So whatever. I give my little Lyft or Uber or whatever, and I'm like, all right, it wasn't very far. Like you cross a bridge and you're there. Like 10 minutes maybe. So the guy that picks me up, this Lyft or Uber driver, we start talking and he's happens to be from DC. So we're like kind of talking about that and crack in the 80s. He was selling crack in the 80s.
Oh my God.
So naturally I was like, I like this dude. He's aight, you know? So he's like, well, you know, there's some other spots you should check out. I'm like, all right, well, what? He was like, well, you should go to this joint. You know, it's like a swinger spot. I was like, oh, word? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. You know, I've never been to a swinger club before. Maybe I'll check it out. But let me go to where I was going first. So I go there and I have a few drinks. I'm just like kind of bored. And I was like, fuck it, let me go to this swinger bar. Let me see what this shit's all about. You know what I mean? I was so curious because I've always been curious to go to one of these fucking things.
Oh my God.
I went to the wrong one. I went to the wrong fucking one.
Why? What was wrong with it?
Well, I mean, first of all, I had to go through a metal detector just to get into it, which is not normal for a strip club. Some strip clubs, but not usually. Because it was like a strip club, but it was like swingers night or something.
Oh, it was just a special thing. It wasn't like a normal thing.
Well, they do it regularly. Like whatever night I happened to be going there, I guess it was a Saturday night or something. And every Saturday night they do that shit. So.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
So I don't even know why I ordered a drink. I should have called for my fucking Lyft to turn around. It was so bad, like so fucking bad. It was gross is all I can say. It was just fucking gross. And I just wanted to get out of there so bad. And it was not nearly as close as this dude like made it out to be. Like we end up, the ride there, you know, every time I get into an Uber or Lyft and anywhere really. I'm like, all right, if I have to kill this motherfucker, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Just because you never know whose car you getting into or whatever. So we are like in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the middle of fucking nowhere. And I'm like, how is this even possible? St. Louis is like 5 miles away. And like you're driving me into the night. It's pitch black. There's nothing around. And you finally get to this little spot where it's like 2 strip clubs and like a massage jerk off parlor. So waiting for my fucking lift to take me out of there took longer than anything.
How long were you there? Like
I had ordered my drink. I sucked that drink down. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I went
just waited outside.
I did. I waited outside for my ride and then went back to where I started because, I guess the night wasn't over.
Oh my God. So it was a bad experience.
I mean, it wasn't great. The strip club, they were all right. It was, I went into a Larry Flint strip club, which I had never been into before. It's kind of cheesy, but it was all right. Like, I don't know. They had a dude, they had like an MC that was like walking around in a tuxedo and, I don't know how he put on the act that he put on the crap that he was saying, but it was kind of corny, but it is what it is. It's a strip club and they wore no clothes. So that's all you can really ask for in that situation. Then the next day I'm leaving for Orlando and I'm on the plane and this girl sits down next to me and whatever. I'm minding my business. This is before my Snapchat got deleted for the second time. So I'm doing my Snapchat and it was a Southwest plane. So the seats are like small and close together, whatever. But I don't whenever I'm on a fucking plane, I'm 9 times out of 10, if I have Snapchat work to do, that's what I'm doing. And if I'm doing Snapchat work, it doesn't matter if it's my premium Snapchat or if it's my fucking regular Snapchat, that you're going to see fucking nudes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was on my regular one and I can see the girl sits down and she's got a journal and she's writing in this journal, which I found to be weird because who the fuck does that anymore? But
how old when you say girl? Is she like a child or she's like a woman?
Oh, no, this is an older woman. Not older woman, but I would assume, I don't want to piss her off because she's probably going to listen to this. I'm going to assume she was in her mid-30s maybe.
Okay.
I don't really know.
So she's not like a child though?
No.
Okay.
But I can feel her turning and looking right at me. And I'm like, the fuck is this bitch keep looking at me for? I could see it out of the corner of my fucking eye. So whatever.
Well, she thinks you're a pervert, obviously. Duh.
Yeah, she did. So I continue on about my business. I finish doing what I'm doing. And it's wrap your shit up. We're about to land time. So whatever, I'm fucking wrapping my shit up.
Was this a long flight?
It was like a 2-hour flight.
Okay.
I probably worked for an hour and a half of it.
Okay.
But
she never said anything to you, just looking.
Just looking. But I knew she was fucking looking.
Okay.
So we start to wrap shit up. Everything's put away, whatever. And I said something to her. I don't remember what the fuck I said to her, but I said something to her. And we start talking. And then, just small talk, whatever. So I have a few phones. And I had one of my second phones out when I was doing the Snapchat thing. And she sees me put that away as we're talking, and I pull out another one, my main phone from my pocket. And she was like, "Oh, 2 phones?" I was like, "Yeah, well," I was like, "Actually, it's 3, but yeah." And she was like, "What the fuck do you do?" And I I was like, I make memes for a living. I do social media. She was like, you do? I was like, yeah. She was like, do I follow you? I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know, do you? She was like, well, what's your name? And I tell her, and she was like, shut up. No, you're not. No, you're not. I was like, no, I am. I pulled out a business card. I was like, it's definitely me. She was like, me and all my friends share your memes all the time. You're savage as fuck. This, that, and the other. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. I had another girl sit on a plane next to me, but messaged me out. Yeah, messaged me hours later talking about, I think I was sitting next to you. But, this is the first time anything like that happened to me.
I wonder if she thought originally that could be you, though, or she thought you were just a pervert.
Well, then she starts telling me, like, what she was writing. And she was like, I'm going to have to go back into my journal and change everything now that I know who I was sitting next to. I was like, why? She was like, I was like, this dude next to me is just, he's looking at pussy after pussy after pussy, tits, pussy, tits, tits, pussy. He must be sitting here with a fucking hard on, this, that, and the other. I was like, sweetheart, I take a lot more than that to give me a fucking hard on. So she was like, I just thought you were some pervert. I was like, well, I am some pervert, that's for sure. But I don't know, it was funny, and she was a cool chick. She hooked me up with something while I was in Florida, which I thought was cool. But I give her a little shout out real quick. Julia, thank you for your help and your so thoughtful journal entry about me. That was fantastic. Thank you. So, I don't know. I thought that was cool. Whatever.
That's pretty cool. Did she ask for an autograph?
Nah. I had one of my bracelets.
Picture.
I had one of my bracelets. It was like connected to my book bag. I was like, here you go. I don't really travel with much more than that. Anyway. What else?
Oh, I don't know. What did you put in here? I haven't even looked.
I don't know. It's not a lot, though.
Where do we start from?
Where it says Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, it's just Thursday?
Yeah, we pretty much talked about everything up above that.
All these pictures.
Wait a minute. Did we do these questions?
No, we did not do these questions. I have not seen these.
The ones above? Because I know there was a lot of shit we didn't get to on the last one.
Yeah, these are other people's Christmas stories. We did those.
We did?
Those were the Christmas stories, yeah.
Okay. Well then, we are down to the next set of pictures. Let's see. Let's read this email from Andre.
I can't believe we got an email. That's like so
I know.
cool.
I know. I was like, cool, man. Somebody sent a fucking email. Right on. What's up, y'all? I haven't read this, so hopefully it's not something ridiculous. Question for the podcast for the two of you. Have you fucked a guy or girl from every race, ethnicity out there? And is there a specific one that you wouldn't get down with no matter the circumstances? And also, I would love for y'all to go back to taking phone calls. I think that would be very interesting. Keep up the good work. Love the podcast. I mean, we have to get a burner phone to start taking phone calls, which I would love to do. But, like, I'm not giving my fucking phone numbers out.
You can have 4 phones.
Right.
Let's see how many you can get.
These 3 are legit. This one is my burner. I'll let you answer that first.
I can tell you no, that I haven't. I already know that. But I feel like there's a lot of ethnicities and races out there also. But no, I haven't.
Not technically.
Are we just talking about like major ones?
I think that sums it up. I guess it doesn't because Indian and Chinese and Vietnamese and they're all considered Asian. And I have slept with a lot of Asian women, but I've never slept with any Indian women. I think Indian is probably the only race of women that I haven't slept with. But hold on. There's a second part to that question. Is there a race that you've been with that you would not fuck with again? The correct answer is no. Don't get us in any shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I should say.
The only race that I wouldn't get down with again is a fucking Scorpio. They're their own fucking race.
I have no comment on this.
That's probably best.
I think so too.
Yeah, probably. I've slept with pretty much every race multiple times. So, and there's not any of them that I'm like, oh, I would never fuck them again. Like, I fuck what I'm attracted to. Do you
feel like there is like a pattern between races? That like they all do this or they're all a certain way or anything like that?
No. I mean, other than everybody knows Asian women's vaginas are sideways, but other than that.
What? I have never heard that. What does that mean?
It's a joke.
What does that mean?
It was a really bad joke, and I should probably edit it out, but I'm not going to.
Oh, I don't even get that. It doesn't make sense to me.
Men will get it. But no, there's no difference. There's not. There's really not. I mean, women are women are women are women. It is what it is. It doesn't matter what fucking race you are. It doesn't. Like I can, if you're gonna have sex with me, I can make you do things that you would have never considered doing had you not met me. So, I mean, nah, it's all the same. It's all the same. The pussy is pussy. It doesn't feel any different with a different race. It is what it is. You know?
Okay. Great answer.
I mean, if you have a further question to
No. I don't think I should say much about it.
I don't either.
So, moving right along. Are we going to read the next one? I don't know what it's about. Or are we skipping? What are we doing? What's the screenshot, like the texting, the text messages?
Okay, so this was a good one. I thought it was a good one. It's this chick that I talked to. Oh, that's her vagina. That's her profile picture. It's a nice vagina, isn't it? Anyway, I thought this was a good question. I don't know if you've ever answered this on the podcast before. I've listened to 70% of them. Have you ever been walked in on while masturbating or having sex? And if so, what happened? Has that ever happened to you?
That's actually never happened to me. Well, I mean, I've been like caught by the cops having like public sex.
Oh, that's a bad one.
But that's it.
We're gonna need some details on that.
I mean, I didn't get arrested or ticketed or anything.
I bet you didn't.
I'll just say that.
I bet you didn't. I bet you fucking didn't.
Okay.
Doug, give us some fucking details.
There's not really much details.
Well, I think there is. Set the scene for us. Let's hear it. I mean,
just being out, having sex, and then they pull up, and then they see that that's what you're doing, and they're like, go home, and then that's it.
Were you naked?
No, like from the waist down. I wasn't like naked.
Did you bang the cop?
Did I what?
Bang the cop?
No, it was literally just like go home.
How old were you?
I was probably like, this actually wasn't that long ago. How old am I? I forget.
Why were you having sex in a car as an adult?
I think I don't know. Oh, just because why not? Like sometimes you just got to.
Dude, car sex is the fucking worst.
I don't mind. It depends on the car.
When I was in high school, I started driving. My parents didn't give me a car, but I can't believe I'm about to tell the story. I used to drive my mom's minivan. And
was it like a rape van, like no windows and stuff?
Nah, like it was like fucking soccer mom.
Oh, okay.
Fucking minivan.
Okay.
And I would pick up this chick I was fucking, pull over in fucking neighborhoods, broad fucking daylight. Literally take one of the bench seats out, put it outside the fucking car in a neighborhood, broad daylight. Fuck the bitch, put shit back in the car, go drop her ass off. I used to do that shit a lot, but I never had sex in a car that I can think of since since I was.
I think I talked about it on the podcast, but I went on a date with this guy once, and for some reason, like when we got back to his house, he like laid the seats back in his truck, and we literally had sex in his driveway. It was the weirdest thing. Like, why don't we go inside? Why are we doing this?
Oh, his girlfriend wouldn't like that.
Like, no, we went inside like after and before, but I'm like, why don't we just stay inside?
That's so
like,
weird.
It was weird.
Especially like if I'm 20 feet away from my bed, I'm not fucking you in a car. Like, and for some people that's a thing. They love to have sex in a car.
Yeah.
But not me. Like I want to do things. I want to throw you around and be able to fuck you and not have my leg cramp. Like fucking in a car, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
So have you ever been caught?
I have not. Not been caught jerking off, not been caught fucking somebody. The closest I ever came, I was like, I think I was a freshman in high school, and I was at this girl's house. Her mother was home, like, knew I was there, and we were fucking in their basement in, like, a spare bedroom or some shit. It was a spare bedroom, but there was, like, nothing in there. We were fucking on the floor. And her mom, like, we had told her mom we were leaving, we were going somewhere. And her mom comes downstairs and is in the basement. And we're like, clearly we stopped having sex and we're like hiding under these blankets. And I'm like, damn, this bitch about to catch us. And she wasn't like the nicest lady. She definitely wasn't the nicest lady. But she like came down there. I guess she did like a load of laundry in the next room, but never came in. And then I just continued to fuck her, and that was the closest I ever came.
That's a good scare. That's good.
It definitely scared me. Not enough to make me stop fucking her daughter.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck. But it might have been the same fucking day. It might not have been, but my parents picked me up from, like, I went to a private school, so everybody I went to school with lived nowhere near you. And my parents came to pick me up from this girl's house, and I get in the fucking car, and I'm like in 9th grade, and I'll never forget this shit. I get in the car, and my mother was like, "You smell like sex." I was like, fuck. I know cigarettes have a smell, and I know you can smell that. You bust my balls about it. Now sex has a smell? God damn it. I didn't know sex had a smell. At least not that attaches to you. For your mother to be like, you smell like sex. I was like, I feel like you should be proud. I don't even know what to say. What do you say to that? What do you say to your mother when you're 12, 13 years old and she tells you you smell like sex? Shamalama ding dong. I don't fucking know, bitch.
I would be like, what's that? I've never heard of that.
No, I couldn't play that. I couldn't play that. I hit puberty at 9 years old. Are you kidding? My mom was finding crusty socks for years.
Still just say ridiculous things to change the subject. It's fine. I do it all the time.
I'd rather just not say anything.
It literally works so well. Just say something ridiculous and then keep going with it.
Believe me, I'm a master at changing the subject and getting subjects changed and, just whatever, like putting somebody's mind somewhere completely different within a split second. Mm-hmm. But I was young then. I hadn't mastered that skill. I don't remember what I would imagine I didn't say anything. So like, I ain't saying none of this bitch. Like, fuck, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting that like we've never been caught. Like,
I mean, if I would love to hear stories if anybody's been caught. I know. I've read a lot of people stories about them getting caught fucking or whatever. But if you have some that you would like us to talk about, I would love to read some of them because I'm sure they're fucking great.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they're.
I love hearing all the stories. They're the best.
The stories are the fucking best. They really are.
There's just like the funniest things happen to people,
Yeah.
that we wouldn't ever know about. And I just love that you want to share that. Like, that's so great. If you have good stories, you need to share that.
Yo, I had some chick. I was asking for Christmas stories, and I don't think I put it in here, and I don't think we talked about it. She was like, I'm hesitant to tell or maybe it was Thanksgiving. I'm hesitant to tell my story. I was like, why? She's like, because my grandmother put a hit out on my fucking grandfather, and I found out at Thanksgiving dinner. And I posted that shit, and everybody was like, what the fuck? We need answers. Like, did she go through with it? Did she get caught?
Like, what happened?
She did go through with it. She did have him killed, and I do not believe she ever got caught for it. So
what? Oh my god, that is such a good story.
Right? How does that come up at Thanksgiving dinner? I'll kill you like I had your father killed. It's bizarre, man. I've heard it all. I mean, officially, I've now heard it all.
I love it. I want to hear more.
All right, let's see what other questions we got here. Let's see. Let me read these real quick.
I haven't read them. I want to look at them first. Why is there like another race question?
Is there?
Yeah, it says, why are 90% of the damaged whores white girls?
I mean, I think that, no offense to the person that wrote it, but it's just Jesus Christ, the fuck is wrong with me? Statistically, that can't be true. I see where you're going with it, and I see where you're coming from, and there's a lot of fucking white whores out there. I give you that, but you're just throwing numbers out there. The truth is, and no offense, ladies, you're all whores. Every man is a whore, every woman's a fucking whore. Literally every woman, not maybe like 1% are not there.
Not just a whore, he's saying damaged whores.
Well,
they're damaged.
You kind of got to be a little damaged to be a whore.
I mean, that's really actually true.
Right?
That is so true.
Yes.
You'll never be the healthy whore. They're all damaged.
No, you really won't. The healthy ones, even the promiscuous healthy ones, they have their limits, and nobody wants all that. Nobody's interested in all that.
Oh my God. That's so true.
I mean, you have to be a little bit, everybody's a little bit damaged. So, I mean, we're all a little fucked up.
Okay, here's a good question, though. Have any relationships started from premium, like accidental? I guess that you're at least aware of.
I'm going to say yes. Well, I know yes for sure. But we're using the term relationship loosely. I'm sure relationships have started from my premium. And for anybody that doesn't know, my premium Snapchat is, I use it like Tinder. It's a matchmaking service, but for people that are into the same lifestyle as me and the people that follow me. So kind of like it's a little niche for people into that lifestyle. And it makes it easier for them to connect. And I've been doing this for 2 years at this point, or just about 2 years, and have connected people literally worldwide, from fucking New Zealand to wherever the farthest point from New Zealand is, all over the UK, Canada, the States, and people love it. So, it definitely works. I'm sure. I guarantee you. Like I've had people be like, sorry, I found a chick and I have to unsubscribe. Okay, whatever. Give a fuck. So I'm sure relationships have happened because of it. And they may unfollow the premium or unsubscribe to the premium, but they'll still follow me on my regular social media, and they'll give me my props for, I'm not going to say for any dating situations because I haven't really heard of any of those. And if I have, I'm not remembering them, but I've had people thank me, men and women thank me for, the amount of sex that they're having because of this, service. We're literally just playing matchmaker to an extent. So I'm sure there has been relationships started from him, which is like literally the worst thing that can happen to me as an entrepreneur running a dating, quote unquote, dating fucking site. Because,
I mean, I feel like majority of people on there are more so looking for something casual and just physical. I don't think that many people on there are looking for a relationship.
You would think that, but I think that and I don't want to speak for men because I'm not sure. I think every guy is different, but I think for women, when they come across somebody that's fucking them right, treats them with respect, and is cool with them, it's hard for them to not get attached and catch feelings. And I don't think that every dude on my premium is just not just like staunchly not dating. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess.
That's just my opinion. But, for the most part, people are just trying to fuck, and it's, sluts and whores and daddies and doms and sirs and whatever else. So you can, if you want to check it out, that's the only Snapchat you can follow me on, at least for the next couple of weeks. And you can sign up for it on the website, yourfuckboy.com. It's interesting to say the least. It's very, very interesting. So, anyway, what else we got here?
I think there's only one more question that we didn't read.
There is, and I feel like this is a no-brainer, but
I know.
I mean, I know we've talked about this on this.
We've talked about it.
Question for the podcast, Daddy. Do you like anal play? Like, would you let me eat your ass? Yeah. You can eat my ass. You can't penetrate my ass, but you can eat my ass. You can shove your tongue as far as you can get it into my ass, for sure. I love getting my ass eaten. I don't know what else to say about that.
I second that, but you can also penetrate mine.
I can?
Yes.
I can?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. About to catch me a flight to Cali and fuck you up the ass, bitch. Yeah.
Oh, you're dumb.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
I'm dumb?
No.
What'd you say?
Yes. I said yes.
I don't know what you're saying yes to.
Exactly.
Listen, there's no takesy backsies up in this motherfucker, all right?
I mean,
I have it on record. It is
but
recorded.
Do you, or is it confusing? I mean, what really is my answer?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to come out there and ram you up your ass. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh, I bet. I get that. I totally get that. Oh, my. What else we have to talk about? Oh, next weekend is when Scousema is supposed to be on the podcast. Now, let me say that with a quick disclaimer. As long as she is not too drunk or flakes on me, because both of those are very possible. I think it is going to happen, though. I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's going to be difficult because there's such huge time differences between me and her and you. So it's going to be difficult to work out. We're going to have to talk about that actually in a couple minutes.
Okay.
But if she does come on, which I hope she does because she's fucking hilarious, send us questions for her so, we can make her feel awkward and weird, because that's always fun. But I think it'll be a great episode. Send
us your stories and questions.
I want questions. I want questions for Scousema. Like, she's something else, man. Like, she is something else. And I just want to put her on the spot, like back to back to back. I'm going to put her on the spot back to back to back. It's going to be great.
Okay.
Totally.
Are you going to question her?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know her very well. I've known her 4 or 5 years at this point. She's, her and I just have this weird bond. Like, we just get it and we get each other, and I fuck with her. So, and she's, like I said, she's hilarious. I think it'll be funny.
Well, that's good.
I guess we should start to wind this down a little bit. Adam and Eve. Let's talk about Adam and Eve. AdamandEve.com. The sex toy people. Go buy their sex toys. Use code FUCKBOY at checkout. Get 50% off any one item. And free shipping if you're in the U.S. or Canada. That's really it. I get a lot of toys from them. They have some good shit. It's definitely a hell of a deal. Sign up for their emails because they give away free shit like constantly. So it's definitely worth it. Fuck. I had something I want to talk about. I just fucking forgot. God damn it. You got anything?
No, I don't think I do.
That's great. That's just fucking wonderful. I don't know. The website again. Sign up for the fucking emails. Lots of new shit. Check it out. Fucking just subscribe to the fucking email so I can let y'all know where I'm at as far as Snapchat is concerned in the next week or two. I really got nothing else. I do, but I can't fucking think of what the fuck I wanted to say. It's pissing me off. Oh, shit. You know what I did in fucking Orlando?
Huh.
I can't believe it. This is why I have to fucking write shit down. Donnell Rawlings, the dude that opens up for Chappelle like all the time, that I talked about back in August. He was Ashy Larry on the Chappelle show. So I'm in fucking Orlando and I see him, I follow him and I see him post something about Orlando Improv or wherever the fuck he was at. And he named a friend of mine, Kate Quigley, who I follow. I'm sure it's the comedian, the blonde white chick comedian that I follow. And he mentioned her in it, but it was so unclear. I was like, are you, like, is she doing stand-up with him? And I've never seen her do stand-up, and I've wanted to see her do stand-up. I've seen him do stand-up a bunch of times. So I hit her up, and I'm like, are you going to be here, like, in Orlando this weekend? She's like, yeah. It was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to the show. So me and a friend of mine go to the show, and I hung out with her beforehand, and she's like, shout out to her, man. If you don't follow her on Instagram, check her out, Kate Q Funny. She's one of the only, like, 35 people I follow. Very easy to find. Very funny chick. But she, like, hooked it up, like, got us this table, like, right up front. And right before the show, she took me back to the green room to meet Donnell, who I was wearing one of my own shirts that says, you say narcissist like it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. It was the first thing this dude noticed. Like, the first thing when I walked back there, she introduced me. He was like, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I like that shirt. Which to me was very touching because it was a tweet of mine that I put on a fucking shirt. But that was cool as fuck that I got to meet him and see her do stand up finally. So, go check her out. Kate Q Funny on Instagram. She's a very funny chick. And, not the worst thing to look at, to be honest. Okay. What else? We got nothing else. I know I have something else and it's fucking killing me because I can't think of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
Shocking.
I know. It's always shocking.
Is it? Not to me, it's not. It's definitely not to me.
I just live like this really exciting life. I can't talk about it. I don't want you to feel bad about your life.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sparing my pitiful, pitiful life. Oh, God, I'm fucking dog sitting again. The same
dog?
The same fucking dog.
Why? Why did you agree to that again?
I'll tell you exactly why.
For how long? Is it a long time again?
Hold, please. I'm in Orlando. I'm out of town, whatever. And my best friend calls me. It's her dog. Technically, it's her dead father's dog. But now it's her dog. She's like, hey, they don't think my mom's going to make it to the end of the week. I need you to watch Jackie. Can you do that?
Jackie's the dog?
Yeah. I mean, what do you say to that? Like I said earlier, I'm the man of a million excuses. Like I can change subjects. I can make an excuse. Like I can do all that shit. But what the fuck am I going to say to that?
Well, is there anyone else that is like a possibility?
Not for free.
Does she have no one?
Not for free.
So she has no one really.
Nah. All I could say was. Yeah.
I usually just try to provide other options. I'm like, well, what about blah, 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 blah? What about blah, blah, blah?
I would be happy to pay for somebody to watch, but that's not, it ain't cheap. And she's gone indefinitely because she doesn't know if her mom's coming or going. So there is no return date. But what the fuck could I say to that? And she knows I despise it. She knows I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like to be responsible for anything. Not even my own life. But what do you say to that? There's nothing you can say.
Oh my God.
I got this. I got you. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, I hate you, but it's fine. It's totally fine. So, yeah. Dog is continuously.
You're such a good friend.
If there's one thing that I will say about myself, is that I'm a good friend. If there's one thing that my good friends would say about me is that I'm an asshole. So, I mean, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And I fuck with her. She's, in that situation, I would never say no. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. Oh, I am back on Facebook. Getting platforms taken from me left and right. I got to take what I can get. So I am back on Facebook, using it as much as I'm using Instagram. So, check that out. I also have a new YouTube channel that I'm going to start to use. I think I'm going to, because I cook a lot and I'm a good fucking cook. I think I'm going to start posting cooking videos. And then I'm also thinking, I got a lot of dudes that follow me. I found out this year or last year, 2019, that I fish constantly. I'm definitely going to be putting fishing on this fucking channel. But I think what I might do is hook up with these. I've had so many offers from dudes yo, you got to come fishing with me, whatever. So I might start like actually hooking up with these dudes and like going there and letting them take me out fishing. Yeah, take me out. That came out wrong. We're like going fishing with these dudes, videotaping the shit. Fucking. That sounded so bad.
Okay, it's gonna be you're gonna have great stories. You should.
But I think like the YouTube channel is WWYFBD. That's all it is. But I think that would be cool, like to go and meet cats, go out fishing with them, and then like afterwards go out and like party in their town or whatever. And this is something I'm very seriously considering. I think I'm even at the point where I'm just going to start showing my face. It probably won't happen immediately, but I think that's where it's headed in 2020. So check that out. Follow me there. It's not going to be anything like what's getting posted on the Your Fuckboy YouTube channel. So if you like cooking and fishing and shit like that, you can follow it, WWYFBD. And that's pretty much it. You got anything else?
Nope, not since the last time you asked.
All right, great. I'll stop asking, you fucking piece of shit. All right, well, I guess we will be back next week. Hopefully Scousema will be joining us, and it'll be funny as fuck, I'm sure. So until next time, remember, always be a good girl for daddy. Bye.